This message is for someone who has had a lot of past anxiety. Maybe up until this point, even in your life, you've experienced a lot of anxiety. It's something that's common in your life. It could be an everyday occurrence even, but this is just a lot of stress. It's a lot of anxious energy. I'm hearing live by this rule of thumb. So you could have been living by ways to compensate for that anxiety, adjust to that anxiety, to move around it. You know, you could have positioned yourself, your life, to support or to, you know, cater to this anxiety. That's how much it's prevalent, okay? All of this anxiety is being alchemized into wisdom. There is something you are doing with this anxiety. It's not there just by chance. There is something coming about from this anxious energy, okay? This could be teaching, learning, wisdom, revelation, something of the sort. It could even be connected to tradition, expectation, family, hierarchies, systems, okay? But the idea is you had this past energy that's been, again, the whole life kind of feeling, to this future energy, which is where it is alchemized into this Hierophant energy. And it also lets you know that some of this anxiety is a reverberation of gifts, even if you want to call them spiritual gifts or wisdom that you have, that you carry, that's trying to wake up. It's trying to come online. It has its moment in your life where it will snap on at a different level and more will make sense. Let's say they're saying it's accumulating to something. All right, they being source energies who are here to help, your guides, your team, okay, all helping and healing energy. I also feel that this anxiety has been debilitating for some time as well. With the Ace of Wands in reverse, it could have made it where you are not feeling as inspired or motivated or excited or ready to take on new ventures or passions or starts. Maybe it even kills your SEX drive sometimes, maybe it gets in the way of how you feel like you can express yourself or what you can create or just being excited about new things in general. Maybe it's made it feel like you're not worth fighting for, or your passions aren't worth fighting for, or new paths or avenues aren't possible. There's a lot that this has been a part of in your life and been ruling in some ways in your life. And if you could just know that there's a bigger thing going on, a bigger reason for this, that this is tied to more, and that you will be seeing that as you progress forwards in your life, maybe it could actually ease a little bit of your, let's say if you have regrets or you feel sad sometimes that you aren't, you can't do more because of this anxiety, or that this cripples you. You could feel in certain ways, like whatever dialogue you've got built around this and how you feel like it's affected your life negatively or impacted you negatively, it might help you to know that there's actually a purpose, a bigger purpose. This is a major arcana, so this is a universal energy. This is a minor arcana, the anxiety. It's a symptom. It's not what's actually happening. And the Hierophant has a lot to do, even though it can have to do with structures. As we said, traditions, hierarchies. This also is spiritual energy. This is teaching, it's wisdom, it's learning, it's seeing. It can even be connected to soul contracts and revelations, and even to marriages that occur in, they have a higher, I don't know how to explain that, a higher, a soul energy. They're not just an earthly marriage, even of all different types. Okay, so let's grab one more while you're here. Any clarifications or any additional messages for you, especially connected to this Hierophant energy, please and thank you. The Three of Wands, this is patience while your ships come in. And also cultivating, it's like cultivating multiple passions or capabilities. 444. 444 is really strong. It's really sticking out. And yeah, sixes as well, but especially the 444. And this Three of Wands with the snake wrapped around it too, which is connected to Mayan energy, to our kundalini, our wisdom, knowledge, awakening, awareness, perspectives, all different things. Also what's been demonized, or the feelings of like, you shouldn't be like that, or that's bad. You shouldn't be like that, or that's bad, or you should be like that. That's okay. I just spat, sorry, when I spoke. It's like, anyways, all of that has distorted and twisted I'm hearing the word possession, like possessive, possession, like it's distorted some of the way that you hold and connect to. It's almost like the idea of trying to hold something that can't be held, trying to possess something that can't be possessed, trying to wrap yourself around it as if it has some meaning of your worth, and you can't. There's a distortion here that it's like just waiting to undistort, basically, and that anxiety is another connection to that distortion. I'm trying to word this as simple as possible because it is, but there's a lot of layers, right? Also, you got the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like there's a connection to inheritance, to family, to legacy with all of this energy. I also feel like you've been supported in some way, maybe by family or inheritance of some kind. If inheritance can also be like, let's say you've inherited a gift from your family or some kind of knowledge, and then you use that to sustain yourself, or that helps you to get by, or that can be a home, a house, whatever this is. Whether it's like knowledge, abilities, physical, material, it does help support you in this material world, and it helps to give you the time and space to work this out and also develop certain gifts and passions and understandings while you do. So this has been here. You could have even had some kind of an inheritance after a big tower moment or change, though that won't be for everyone. A lot of isolation going on here. This is like an unburdened feeling. But the main thing to know is just this anxiety is not without reason. It's not pointless, and it hasn't been as much of a defect as maybe you've been interpreting it. Your interpretations of things, it doesn't mean that that's actually what it is and what's happening. It doesn't, of course, this is not meant to devalidate or take away your experience in any way. If it's frustrating, it's frustrating. If it's hard, it's hard. If it's created problems, of course, feel human about that. This is not the point, It's just to let you know there's a deeper thing going on, and you never know as well how you might end up reaching others through your own experiences, and helping them even, or awakening, or even evolutionary codes and things that you are bringing about through your own process and progress with this. So there's a lot more to say, but this is already really long, so we're going to leave it there. As a reminder, you can always email FrequencyOfTheHeart@gmail.com for personal reading inquiries, and we have a special for the whole month of December, 22-minute reading, $45. Just email if you are interested. There's a 3-day delivery on that as well, so it's a pretty fast turnaround. Much love always, and take care.